Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian Watson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Packers 30, Ravens 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
In motion left, Flowers. Here's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing is Jackson. Will try and do this himself. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Okay, break. You yell it. Here we go. Set. Fit. Ready. Go. White. Hut.
Final play of the half. Love. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Striker. 3-3. Check.
A final shot before break. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Yeah. Hey, middle.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he'll tuck this and run. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
6, Mega, here we go, set. 10 black, few, yellow. 10.
Love. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go. Drill, yellow, 43. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. He'll complete this one to Watson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Black 40.
Packers.
Red, yellow, steel, black. Hut, hut.
To throw now, here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Kraft. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Here we go, set. 52 blue. Hut.
Here's Love. Touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted. which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
And makes the score Packers 38, Ravens 24. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry, and now points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Second down.
Hey, middle. No, we changed it.
Jackson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
On the ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow green. Set hut. Yellow. 20. Slide blue. Black shot. Set hut.
Love now. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing. Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And Love wants to shift things around.
Red, yellow, field, black. Set.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Hut, hut.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
5, 97. 5,
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Striker, 3-3. Go.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. In motion left, Flowers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Hey, middle. Report.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Alpha, sit hard. 180, sit hard. You at X. Yo. 180. Nice shot.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
36 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
2 minutes left to
line.
play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Sit hard. 180. Go.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, report. 13.
Now Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Down.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Love. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one.